worked 2 jobs to support my husband's dream business. When I collapsed from exhaustion, he complained that his dinner was late. I have been married to Mark for 4 years. When we got married, Mark begged me to let him quit his corporate job to start a boutique fitness coaching business. He promised it would only take 6 months to get off the ground. I agreed, took on a second remote job to cover our mortgage, and handled 100% of the cooking, cleaning, and mental load so he could focus on his grind. 3 years passed. His business never made a profit. He spent his days at the gym, hanging out with clients, and coming home supposedly exhausted while I worked 60 hours a week and then cooked his specific macro-friendly meals. Whenever I brought up my severe burnout, he would guilt trip me, saying I didn't believe in his dreams and that a supportive wife wouldn't complain about building a future together. Last Tuesday, the exhaustion finally caught up with me. I caught a severe flu and collapsed in the kitchen while packing his lunch. I was burning up with a fever of 103 and could barely stand. I managed to crawl into bed and texted Mark, who was in the living room playing video games, begging him to get me some medicine and a glass of water. He read the text, sighed loudly, and shouted from the other room, "Can you just order it on DoorDash? I'm in the middle of a ranked match." I fell in and out of consciousness all day. I didn't eat or drink anything. At 7 p.m., my bedroom door finally opened. Mark walked in, looked at me shivering under the blankets, and said, "Hey, I know you're not feeling well, but are you going to make dinner soon? I need to hit my protein goals, and we're out of clean Tupperware." He didn't ask how I was. He didn't bring me water. He didn't touch my forehead. He just looked at me like a broken household appliance that was inconveniencing his evening routine. I didn't yell, and I didn't cry. I just stared at him, realizing with absolute clarity that I wasn't his partner. I was his maid, his ATM, and his substitute mother. I waited for him to leave for the gym the next morning. Then, I called my sister to help me pack. I transferred my money out of our joint accounts, broke the lease on the apartment that only I was paying for, and left my wedding ring on the kitchen counter next to a pile of dirty Tupperware. He texted me 40 times that night, not to ask if I was safe, but to ask how to turn on the dishwasher. I blocked his number.